Hooty hoo! We about to have some fireworks tomorrow night in Doral, Florida at Unrivaled. This is the game that we've been waiting for. The Lunar Owls against the Rose. This is the game that has the entire league buzzing. This is the game that the Lunar Owls want back. They have split the first two games. This game doesn't matter in terms of seeding, but for pride, for bragging rights, for confidence, this is the game that both of these teams want. That's right. Lunar Owls and Rose, 8:15 Friday night, Unrivaled. If you haven't watched one game of Unrivaled this year, watch this game because it's gonna be serious. I am looking forward to this one. Actually, this one I want to see what goes down in this one because there's definitely some spirit in this game. You have the Lunar Owls won the first one, but the Rose gave the Lunar Owls their only loss. The Rose let the Lunar Owls know about it. The next day, Skylar Diggins-Smith had a response, told the world that her team was carrying this league, said they're still number one, and said, it's hooty hoo. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. We talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont, aka Rudy the Hammer. Those of you who are new to the channel, please be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, leave a comment. I want to know that you're here, and I appreciate you being here, giving me an opportunity to bring you some content. And of course, those of you who are back again, I appreciate y'all continued support of this channel. Leave a comment, like the video. Everyone, please pound that like button, pound that like button. Whether you agree or disagree with what I got to say in the video, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate it. I'm excited about this game. I mean, just keeping it a buck. I'm excited about this game. You have the leading scorer in Unrivaled, Napheesa Collier, averaging 26.3 points, 11 rebounds. You have the fourth leading scorer, Chelsea Gray, 21.3 points, 5.6 assists. Chelsea Gray's been playing like an absolute flipping savage over the last 7 games. She's been averaging over 26 a game over the last 7. She's been killing it. Her midi is dropping. She's hitting her 3. She is balling. I said it before. She's been balling. And I want to see what happens in this one. They do, Lunar Owls since that loss, they've won 2 straight. Let me confirm. I think they've won 2 straight games since then. The first one after it was a big blowout win, but even their game the other day against the Phantom, I think it was, they struggled early on and before blowing it open. But the Rose did have a loss, and they recovered right after. I mean, the last game was not a pretty one, but Chelsea Gray and Angel Reese just willed them to the win. Actually, I stand corrected. The Lunar Owls have won 3 straight games since that game against the Rose. The next night they blew out the Laces. Then they came back and beat the Vinyl, and then the other day beat the Phantom. The Rose, since that game against the Lunar Owls, they beat the Phantom, they dropped one to the Mist, and then they beat the Laces. And that was the game I was talking about where Chelsea Gray and Angel Reese pretty much willed them to the victory. It was almost at times like they were playing 2-on-3, but Reese was cleaning up the boards. She played really, really well. Chelsea Gray, like I said, has been an absolute monster. She's been probably the second, if not the second, or second best player. She's been the third best player. I mean, either way, like I said, she's been the second or third best player in this league, in my opinion. Especially over the last 7 weeks, she's been absolutely fantastic. Got to tip my cap off to her. I'm just excited about this because you got some attitudes in this game. I mean, Skylar Diggins has an attitude. Angel Reese got an attitude. Chelsea Gray got an attitude. They all got, Courtney Williams has an attitude. The funny thing is that Napheesa Collier really doesn't have an attitude. She's kind of like really, really chill, really, really mellow, and just goes about her business. But the reality was she got her ass kicked by Angel Reese in the last game. She got her ass kicked. Like she got done. She got done in. And I think you're going to see a different level of Napheesa Collier. She's going to come with purpose, and it's up to Angel Reese to match that. and bring it back. She has to make Napheesa Collier defend her. What happened in that last game? I mean, Napheesa Collier did draw 3 fouls in the first 4 minutes, which you cannot afford to do. If it happens again, it could be another long night for the Lunar Owls in this game. But I expect them to be a little bit smarter and judicious with how they commit fouls, because the reality is this will be a tough game, physical game. The Rose are not going to score a ton of points. They're not a high scoring team comparatively. You know, they bang on defense. They're probably one of the better defensive teams in this thing. I mean, 58-53. You know, game earlier there was 71-59. I mean, they've had some. Look at another one, 72. Even the one against Lunar Owls, 72-63. Before that, Vinyl, 61-55. You go through these games with them, 71-63, 83-69. Even the game they lost, 75-63. Even the other game they lost, it was low scoring. You know, there's no one here that, I mean, I'm just going through it. The only game that they almost had 80 put on them was, actually, they've had 79 put on them twice, once by the Vinyl, once by the Lunar Owls early on this year. But since then, they've been locking down defensively. So it's definitely going to be something to watch. Lunar Owls need Alicia Gray to come back, because I don't know where her jump shot's gone. She has been struggling from the perimeter primarily. They need her 3-point shot badly. You know, even she finally found it again against the Phantom with the going 4 for 9 from 3. But if you look at her games before that, she's had some struggles from the 3-point line. I mean, the game before that, she was 1 of 4. Let's see here. Heck, the game against the Laces. Let's see how it was there, if I recall. You know, 2 of 7. Again, not a great shooting performance. And then the one against the Rose, which was probably, if I recall, not a very good night for her. 1 of 8 from the 3-point line, 6 of 17 overall. So she has to get back in it. You know, it is gonna. I'm looking to see a physical ass game. I'm looking to see these women banging each other, talking a lot. I hope to see a lot of shit talking on the court. On the court. I want to see it on the court. I don't want to see this shit talking off the court after game's over. I'm not into that stuff. That's just how I am. You can talk all your shit on the floor. Do it on the floor. Handle your business on the floor. And when the game's over, do your thing. But talk your shit on the floor. And but yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's at 8:15. And that's what it's scheduled for, 8:15 tomorrow. Um, it's gonna be a game. I really believe TNT tomorrow night, 8:15, probably closer to 8:30 from watching them. And that's the last game of that's not the last game for both. They both have one more game after that, and then they're into the playoffs starting next Sunday, the 16th, and they are going to be 1-2 in this one. I don't think. Let me see. The Lunar Owls number 1. The Rose have clinched. Can they tie them? I don't think the Rose can fall below 3. I don't think they can fall below 2, actually. I think the Rose are locked in at the 2-3 no matter what. So they won't see each other again. So this is gonna be a big game just for. I just think it'd be a big game for Unrivaled. I think they need one of these types of games. I hope people turn on the television. I really do. I think it's one that you would want to turn on the TV for, because you don't know what you're going to get, man. You're going to get a battle. And I'm excited. I'm actually, like, I'm stoked up about seeing this shit for real, for real. Like, I don't even care if it's an ugly game. It's going to be a bar. It's going to be a freaking fight. I mean, I'm looking for a street fight from this game. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm not even going to say who I think is going to win, because it doesn't matter. Because I have no idea. I think realistically it comes down to 2 players: Chelsea Gray and Napheesa Collier. Whoever wins that matchup in terms of has the bigger game, that team wins the game. That team's going to win the game. So if Chelsea Gray comes on, the funny thing is that Chelsea Gray dropped 38 in a loss. I cannot see her dropping 38 and losing again. So, yeah, because then even in that game, Reese struggled. She had some foul issues in that game, so she wasn't as. And in the second half, she was really, that second half of that game against the Mist, she was largely ineffective. She was realistically, she didn't do anything in the second half of that game. But Chelsea Gray tried to will it. You just couldn't. That wasn't the miss. I'm sorry, not the miss. My apologies. The wow, where this? I don't like their website. God, dog. It's like they can't make this simple. Yeah, the missed. Yeah, the missed. 71-62. They need something. I do believe the Rose need something from the others. They need Brittany Sykes to show up. They need Lexi Hill to make some buckets. But when it comes down to the Lunar Owls, it comes down to the three players. It comes down to Collier, Diggins, Gray. That's it. That's it. Don't commit dumb. I don't want to see a lot of dumb fouls. I don't want to see anyone taking themselves out of the game early. If the Rose have foul, if Angel Reese gets into foul trouble, it's going to be night. Like you got to believe that. If she gets into foul trouble early, it's night for them. So you got to be clean. You got to be careful and judicious with how you commit your fouls. You got to save them. You got to save them. Don't burn them all in the first half, because if you burn them all in the first half, it changes the game. But I'm excited, man. I'm for real. Like I said, I'm for real. I'm excited about this game. Let's see how these ladies do, because this is going to be a precursor to a potential championship. I really believe these two teams will meet in the championship. I don't think the other teams that are in play right now, the Vinyl or the Mist or the Laces, have any shot in shit of getting there. I think whoever is those other three teams, they're going to lose to the Rose and the Lunar Owls, and the Rose and Lunar Owls will face each other in the championship. So let's see what happens, man. Tune in 8:15 or 8:30 around there. TNT Friday night. Get in on it. Will it be Hootie Hoo, or will it be the Rose? I don't have a thing for the Rose. I don't think they have a cheer. So, and I don't have any roses with me. So we shall see. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, like the video. Appreciate y'all. Come on now.